You killed it.
Here we go.
Killed the bug.
Here we go.
Killed it. Killed
Man.
it. Welcome back. Another episode.
We back.
We're back. Just a few minutes after the previous one. But we got to... What?
I'm just listening.
Listen.
I feel like now you're reading into every facial expression I get.
I actually was feeling good about that. I was just like, what were you? I thought you were about to say something.
No,
I was
I
like, come
have
on,
nothing.
come with it. Let's go.
No.
It is
But-
wild, like we were talking about the opening and closing ceremonies. It is wild because I like remember myself like years back being
Well,
like,
pause really quick. In between, we were researching on our
Context.
phones.
Yeah, looking.
And the opening and closing ceremonies the outfits came out by
Ralph
like a bunch.
Lauren?
Yeah, yes, but like a bunch of different sports, and so you could just see it on a bunch of different athletes, and we were sharing our thoughts anyway.
Did any beach volleyball players take any pictures in it?
No beach volleyball
No.
players.
I did not see any.
I mean, granted, there's only 4 girls and 4 like.
True.
But I just remember like 4 years ago, like seeing him being like, whoa, the Ralph Lauren outfits came out. Like, oh my gosh. And now it's like, whoa, the Ralph Lauren outfits came out and we're going to be wearing them.
I'm wearing
like,
that, yeah.
It's wild. Do I love them? Not necessarily.
Love
think-
wouldn't be the right word.
Yeah. I don't know if
Are
they
you going
are
to
very
treasure and
feminine
cherish it for
looking.
forever? Yes.
Yeah.
You guys get to keep them?
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I think so.
That would be
To our knowledge, yeah.
They just make you take them off. Give them back. We're using them 4 years from now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're interesting. I did all of like the comments, especially in the closing ceremony outfits. It's very NASCAR vibes. That's what literally all the comments were.
Ricky
like,
Bobby.
Yeah.
Maybe they're really comfy.
Yeah.
But,
I think the jacket just alone it's gonna be like really cool just to like wear by itself.
Yeah.
When are you gonna wear that?
I will never be wearing that.
At least you're gonna be wearing that.
I may sleep in that thing. I don't know.
After Paris.
Yeah. Bingo.
Yeah. Oh my God.
No, you could come
Thank you.
on. That's like such a thing that you can like take out whenever. It's like a retro jacket thing.
You don't think that people are just going to give you shit and be like, oh, she played in the Olympics. Like, oh, we get it, Kristen.
like,
Bingo.
Hell yeah.
See, maybe
We
that
get
would
it,
be
Kristen.
your
You played in the
response.
Olympics.
Yeah, your response would be that, and I'd be like, yeah, you're right. I should have just thrown it in the
I'm
trash.
sorry. Yeah, I'll burn it tonight.
No, we've talked about that. I feel like as I've gotten older, I really have gotten the like, I do not care what anyone else thinks. Like, I'm
Good.
just gonna do me, and you can think what you want.
That's what I've I mean, I'm only 34, so I'm a little bit ahead of you guys, but I mean, when I see like an old man in public doing like stupid shit, or like you're like, I
You're like,
get
good
it,
for
dude.
you.
Yeah, like I get it. I'm at 34. I can't imagine what I'm gonna be at 86. I
Yeah.
get why you're doing what you're doing right now.
86, you're married. Like, nobody actually cares.
It's over. Yeah, like
Yeah.
you don't care about what anybody thinks. Yeah, because I've gotten at
It's like, what are you
34,
going to do? Say it about me. I don't
Yeah,
really
go.
care.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Man.
that's funny.
Yeah.
But seriously, why do we learn that? Why does it take so long to get to that?
That's a great question. Societal norm. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it
Society,
really is.
I don't know.
I feel like just when you're in school, there's just like so many people
That's probably
around,
yeah.
and people just like
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
Whereas like,
It's a social.
But you
thing,
can't
Yeah.
do anything right necessarily. Like, whatever you do, somebody's going to be like, oh, like if you wore the jacket, it wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, she was on the Olympic team, and be like, oh my gosh, why is she showing off that she made the Olympic team and now she's wearing this jacket? Or somebody would be like, that's so cool. Like there's
Either
such a
way, yeah,
there's
yeah.
such a range of
Polar,
responses
yep.
where it's like you're not ever going to make anybody happy.
yeah.
Or everyone.
I
happy.
also though feel like this may get a little deep, but everyone I feel like it gets just like out of jealousy. Like if people are like making I'm not saying just about like Olympics or
yeah.
something, just in anything. Like people are making those like comments like that purely because like they are just jealous and they want
what
that.
they're dealing with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so when you like look at it like that, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, keep saying whatever you want. Like I don't care.
I think you're right. I think that's what it is. You're like, why did it take so long? Like I think it's just perspective. You start understanding more and not caring because you're like, oh, actually, you're just dealing with some deep insecurity or some deep fear
Yeah.
or some deep thing that you're projecting onto me by saying that. So it's just like, at least that's my experience. I'm just like, oh, that's the way you feel? Sorry. Like,
Yeah.
kind of feel bad for you, you know, like that sucks. I hope things get better inside your head that you felt like you needed to do that.
Yeah.
Or like
Exactly.
think about it. You spend so much time picking out your outfit and nobody actually remembers it.
Yeah.
Like nobody actually cares what you're
Yeah,
wearing.
yeah.
Longer than a day.
Yeah.
Maybe like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And they're like,
They're
oh,
on to
cute
the next.
outfits.
Yeah, cool. Next. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. No, deep
Those are
stuff.
cool shoes though.
Thanks.
I do like your shoes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Vejas.
Are those?
I haven't seen
They
you
were
wear
all
them.
over
I was gonna say, what are they?
They were all over Europe, so I had to get some. Kristen got some. Vejas, Veja. I'm currently testing out a bunch of different like walking shoes. Just when you want like a shoe that you can dress up, dress down. It
Yeah.
can go with a lot of things.
Yeah.
All in
It's
one.
actually comfortable.
Yeah.
A bunch of cute designs, and they actually last. These are at the top of my list thus far.
Really?
So that's
They're
I was gonna say,
comfortable?
what's the grade is good so
Yeah.
far?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really do like my Vejas.
Vejas. It sounds cool. I like the name.
Mm-hmm.
Is it's a European shoe?
I don't know where they're actually made,
Okay.
but I saw so many when we were in Europe.
I gotcha.
And everybody was wearing these, and I was like, oh, I
Nice.
guess this must be a thing. So I looked it up online and ordered them.
Trendsetter. Let's go. You're gonna start them here in America.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
them. Yeah. Nice. Comfortable. On the
Thanks.
feet.
Yes.
Dress up, dress down.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is ideal.
Yeah. Opening ceremonies. Sorry, I was just laughing at the note. The outfits. Mac,
Yeah.
would you wear those with the openings? Do you guys get to choose or
Do we get
anything?
shoes?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. So you
That's-
literally
I'm
you're
pretty
gonna
sure they
be
get like. We were talking to the med staff, and they were like, opening and closing ceremonies, you will have so many blisters. You need to have this, and Band-Aids and this, and Neosporin because you're going to be covering up so many blisters.
wow.
And that's
It's like,
it's
why do they do that?
yeah. Why would you do that?
Like,
Let's
'cause
just
they literally-
affiliate the world's
I'm like,
best
why
athletes.
don't they just give us broken in shoes already?
Or like give them
let
to
you
us.
wear your own?
Yeah.
Give them to it earlier so
Well,
that
I
and
would
you
say
can
earlier,
break
and then
them.
like, what if somebody forgets theirs and they're
Yeah.
like, oh, we don't have shoes. But so I get it. I get that there's like a ton of moving pieces, but like the fact that you get blisters and you're just expected to know that you have to fix all the blisters, like
Yeah.
there's probably something wrong with the
Yeah.
starter.
But this year we won't be walking as much, at least we don't think, just because you'll be on a boat, so you'll be standing there. Whereas
on a
in
boat?
previous years,
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, you
Going
float down
down
the
the
river.
river.
And then
Wow.
different boats have like different, like an acrobat thing or like a light thing. I don't really know. Like obviously nobody
Yeah.
actually knows,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's like the mock-ups that
They
I've
give
seen.
you, yeah. They give you a little rundown or like warning or like what to expect, or it's just like, hey, here's your fit. This is where you need to be. Stand here at this time.
we haven't gotten any of that
Yeah, we don't know any
information.
like details.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
we
That's
just
so
know it'll
fascinating.
be on a boat, and it'll be like one big American boat.
And we will not be we will be at the E's because it's whatever country that's in how they say
That
United
language.
States.
Yeah.
So in French it's
It starts with an E.
ES. yeah.
Oh wow. So you'll be earlier than later. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Which is really nice
Yeah.
because everybody's always like, "Oh my gosh, we're always last because we're the United States." And
Yeah. I mean, I remember watching ceremonies and being like, this
like,
is
"Come
taking
on."
forever. Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But like E, that's a great letter.
Yeah, that's solid. Yeah. Not first off the bat where you got to like do everything, but like you're 4 or 5, what is that, 5 letters in, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, was that was
That was all,
really good.
I knew it was 5, honestly. I honestly did. I was trying to play it off like 4 or 5, but I knew it was 5. I don't know why, but I did.
That was quick thinking.
Yeah.
I was
I don't know. Yeah.
A B C D.
Well, I'm excited to see you guys in that. That's and know how you really feel, how you guys feel about it, and know that you guys are getting blisters while you're walking or standing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But it's
I
interesting
mean,
to
it's
think.
so worth it. Like
Up.
all of the, oh my gosh, you're gonna be tired. So everybody's gonna be tired. You're probably not even gonna be able to sleep.
No.
Let's
Yeah.
just be honest.
You're gonna have so
gonna
much
be so
adrenaline.
hyped
Yeah,
up.
absolutely.
Like you're gonna figure out a way to play. We have exhausted every single weekend
Yeah.
because we're still jet lagged and I'm never sleeping and you're always passed out like a little baby and I get really jealous. But yeah,
I love it.
figured out.
Yeah. Well, speaking of exhausted, are you guys exhausted, tired of all the media requests, all the things that are hyping up right now, podcast requests? As I say that as you're sitting on a podcast.
It has definitely been a lot. I feel like the way, since we've had this like block of training, it's been nice the way we structured our schedule, because we got to the point where it was like, oh my goodness, we get to practice and we're exhausted, but we've done it to where like twice a week we'll do a morning practice and then in the afternoons have all the interviews and everything, and that has been
Way better.
very ideal.
Yeah.
Because you can just like make it through practice. You don't have to worry about saving any energy for later in the day. Like we'll get through the interviews. But yeah, it got to the point where our volleyball was suffering just because we had no energy left.
Well, it would be, so for example, a day would be like, you get up, you have breakfast, we would do some work, and then we would go to the gym from like 10 to 11:30, come home, make lunch. We would have meetings from noon until like 2:30, and then we would we would literally be like putting our stuff on. We're like, we have to go. Like we literally have to
On
go
camera
right
doing-
now.
yeah.
Putting on our hat, running out the door. We would have practice from 3 to 5. And then sometimes we would even have like interviews or requests for after, because if you were Pacific time, like a 7 for us would be a 5 for them. So it would work. And it just didn't work. Like we would get there and we would be like chatting in between about the interview or like what's coming up instead of it being like volleyball focused. And so, like we said, we got to the point where it was like, we need to actually be good at this. Like that's
that
what we
main
have
thing.
to go
Yeah,
do.
that's why you guys are interviewing us, because we are good at it. We need to go practice it and make sure that we're good at it.
We
also a couple months ago we were just like saying yes to everything, and we needed the exposure, like especially in Louisiana, and now it is kind of, we're being a little more selective of like who we say yes to. So that has also been nice.
Yeah, makes sense.
But it also is like, we're very fortunate. We do want like the more exposure we can get, especially just for the sport of beach volleyball, is huge. So,
yeah, but we suck at saying no.
Yeah, it's hard. It's very hard.
No, I get it. Yeah. Well, you guys are good personalities and people want you on their stuff. So happy you guys do it. I'm glad you guys do. But
we also, I don't know if I talked about this, and Taryn may be mad, but I got to talk with Peyton Manning on the phone. I don't know if I talked about this.
Why would I be mad about that?
What?
Yeah.
Maybe jealous?
Like no, because she knows way more than I would be.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, cool, hi.
Peyton Manning just called me up on the phone.
No.
Because he's hosting the opening ceremonies. So we may get a little shout out during opening ceremonies. They may like cut to us. And we'll be
Thank you, Louisiana.
We'll be crying.
Kristen, how is that not in the show notes? What? Like that
I honestly
little
just
nugget?
I honestly just thought about it. But it was.
She likes to casually flex. So
That was unbelievable. Like, Peyton Manning called me. And I'm like
I casually
what?
have Peyton Manning's phone number.
Did it say Peyton Manning on the caller ID like thing? You know how like iPhones do that now?
I
Or you
wanted
just answer a random
I
phone
think
call.
it did actually. I don't know. But
Peyton Manning.
I knew he was going to be calling.
Answer the phone.
But no,
You answer this number is the name of his
but
caller
so
ID.
like so down to earth, like so
awesome,
nice. He was like, I'm be honest, I don't know how they picked me to do this. Like I don't know if someone like called in sick or something. I don't know how they let me do this. But it was also right after the Tom Brady roast, and he was on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, by the way, like you killed it on the Brady roast. And
No way.
He was like, yeah, somehow I made it through the whole time and didn't say a cuss word. He was like, my parents were so proud of me. But just like little things like that, like so freaking down to earth, like
that's
really cool. I did throw in the fact that I was like, listen, I got to tell you, Drew Brees is like my idol. I'm so sorry, but like Drew Brees.
No.
But like,
what did you
actually,
say?
I don't want your phone.
And he was like, oh my goodness, I totally get that. He's a really cool guy. Like, blah, blah, blah. He was like, next time I see him, I'll have to let him know. But
That's hilarious.
just like super cool. Like I was already like a pretty big Peyton Manning fan.
Yeah.
I just think he's a very, very good guy, wholesome. But yeah,
He's so
talking
personable.
with him,
He seems like it. Yeah.
It's like, man, I was like, how do Taryn and I get on the Peyton and Eli show?
You said that to him?
I didn't say that.
Dang. That
Wait,
would've been
do
so
we have
fun.
to talk about football?
No, you can talk about whatever you want.
Oh,
It'll
I
actually
can
be
do that.
funny for you
I'm
to
sure
try
they'll
and
ask.
talk about football.
Yeah,
I can't. I wouldn't want to do that.
They'll probably start talking about like another sport and acting like it's football to her, and she'd be like, yeah, and like go along with it. That would be incredible. They're funny. Yeah. All right, we're gonna manifest that's gonna be. You guys are gonna be on the Peyton and Eli show
I'll
during
just sit
football
there and
season.
smile. Be like, I'm with
Just
her.
wear your gold medal, just be like.
I think this team is gonna win because I like their
I
colors.
like blue.
No, that would be maybe. I think we like have to win a gold medal in order for that to even be a chance. So
There you go.
make that happen.
Yeah. So let's.
Okay.
That's why you guys do it. That's why you guys win the gold, so you can go on the Peyton and Eli show. Obviously.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Then I get the coffee machine.
All right.
Yep, it's on
You can
camera.
have it.
It's
Just
on camera.
you can have
It's
it.
on camera.
I
It's
know.
on camera. We got it.
What?
Wow.
Nothing.
What were you gonna say?
I said you can have it. If we weren't in gold, we can buy like 5 coffee machines. I don't even care.
Probably 5 different ones that create different kind of creamy coffee and all types of stuff. Yeah. Wow, I love that you just casually left that out.
I
and
honestly
then,
forgot about it. We were literally just like at the gym, and I was like, "Oh, Peyton's calling me. I gotta go."
Peyton,
You weren't.
first
I'm sorry.
name basis. Peyton.
One, she was not that calm.
Oh, Peyton's calling me.
Yeah, no. She's like, I gotta go.
I was like, if anyone sees my phone ring, tell me.
That's so great.
That was the most fake, casual impersonation of what you were like.
Just trying to play it cool.
Yeah. Well, you did just drop it in
exposed
cool.
you.
And you guys did not make that a show note, which is wild to me because that's cool. Yeah. And I want that documented. Yeah. Again, we do this stuff, right, for like 50 years from now. So when we're honoring Peyton's life someday, we're going to be like, yeah, remember that time he called me for the first time? Hopefully you guys win gold, and then you're on a show, and then we're like, yeah, now we're best friends. Like, we hang out, in the future. So,
but I really hope, like, if they actually, like, are talking about us and they, like, cut to us during opening ceremonies, we're not just, like, bawling our eyes out. Because I will see that happen.
Peyton's definitely going to make a joke about you mentioning Drew Brees, and yeah, that's definitely going to happen. So, well done.
Yeah. Calling
it now, on air.
That's
going to happen. You'd be like, Kristen Nuss, even though her favorite quarterback is Drew Brees, and she made sure to let me know. But, yeah.
It was actually the
entire...
Here
she is. Well, don't clap that loud for her.
It was literally, I, like, still in my head, like, see Peyton Manning throwing the interception to Tracy Porter for the Saints to win the Super Bowl. And everyone in my family was like, so, like, are you going to give him some shade for that? Like, are you going to, like, thank him for that?
Yeah.
Because it was literally, like...
You played it right.
I can, like... put myself in our old house watching that play happen, and immediately, as soon as he threw that pick six, we went running out. All the kids who were there went running outside down the street with a Saints flag, and we like set off car alarms because we were like screaming so much. That's awesome. So that's a very memorable moment, and of course Peyton Manning had to be on the other side of that, unfortunately. But great. Yeah, I did not bring that up.
That's good. That's good feel. That's max feel on your part, just acknowledging one of the GOATs in Drew Brees. That's good.
Yeah.
Good feel. That's
perfect.
Awesome. Love it. That's unbelievable. I literally am still like just taken back that she just casually brought that up. That's awesome. Good stuff. Yeah. All right. So what's on the horizon next? So how long until Switzerland?
We leave next Friday to go to Stade, Switzerland, which is our favorite. Even know
if this may drop after. Right?
I was just gonna say it might. Yep. So this one's gonna be released, or the one...
Yeah. So we go on the 28th.
28th. Okay. Wow, you guys are here for a really long time.
Like the fact that 3 weeks is a long time because most people are like, okay, like 3.5. But a lot of people stay at home for all of the year, minus 3 weeks. You know what I mean? It's just like
some people don't leave their home ever. Like don't ever travel. You're like 3 weeks is a long time.
Yeah. But yes, very excited. Wow. I'm sure I think we're gonna explore Bern this time, is our city of choice.
Bern.
We actually know Zoe Nesme, who we play a bazillion times. The other
just check if she's dating anybody. Just check in, just casually. Oh, okay, sorry, never mind. I know, that's what. Just checking, just making sure we're updated. That's all.
But yeah, they both live
they're
there.
actually in our pool first job.
Really?
Yeah, so we're gonna play them again.
Wow. Yeah. That's
funny. But yeah, we'll check out another place in Switzerland.
Yeah. Was Switzerland the place? I remember you guys when we first started doing this, we were talking about like some like little coffee shop or like a pastry shop. Maybe it wasn't, I don't know. But you guys were talking about how like you kind of saw it in the beginning of the trip. I think it was like when you were doing your food diaries or chronicles, and like maybe not because it's not ringing any bells right now. You guys are both giving me the same look. So I'm just going to pass that one. But there was like a pastry place that you guys were dying to like go eat at after the tournament or whatever.
And then it was closed?
So no.
Because that happens every tournament.
We're like, Kristen, if we win, we're going to go get a cinnamon roll from this place.
But I thought
honestly, the one down thing about Stade, I think, is the food scene.
Really? Okay.
It's just very...
That's where dairy is a big thing, right? Like cheese and like chocolate and stuff, right? Like, okay.
So they do chocolate really well.
Yeah, chocolate. Yeah, that's why
I remember. But like in Stade, I feel like it's such a small little town that there's not many options.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say there's like 6 restaurants, like literally not very many.
So that's why you're going to be exploring a different city.
Yeah. So we walk all of Stade.
Oh, really?
Like really easily.
Wow.
Yeah. It is. It's such a cute little.
Well, I mean, literally, like where the hotel they put us in, and like the venue, center court. You make that walk, and it's like okay,
and you've seen
Stade. Really? That's
and wild. It doesn't take that long to get there. It's like what?
Oh,
8-minute walk.
Yeah, maybe.
So like that's how just if you can put that in your head of like it's really small.
Wow.
It's very cute.
That is what also makes the tournament really cool because if you're there that weekend, you're there for the tournament. So like you're walking around and it's like, oh, like good job, like nice playing. Like
people are wearing jerseys,
That's
they're
cool.
cheering
Yeah,
for you.
they're there
and people
for
are
volleyball.
very into volleyball there, which is cool.
They do all of the motions at the same exact time.
Yeah.
Like
I
everything.
am excited to see that again.
Yeah, it's like
Nice.
synchronized
Yeah.
to a T. And so while you're playing, you're just like, watch it.
You're like in service eve, like waiting for the ball, and you're like looking at the crowd, and you're like, okay, wait, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta pass the ball.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And this is the one where you can win the cowbell.
cowbell.
The cowbell, the heavy cowbell.
Yeah.
And be carrying it through the airport.
I
Oh, for
really
sure the best
hope-
part
Yeah.
was carrying that thing through the airport
Absolutely. All right,
Yeah.
good.
or the last night.
That's-
That was fun.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, Misty May is still like that's my favorite trophy.
And she's
That's
won
awesome.
a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
been a
quite
pretty much-
She
decorated.
literally
yeah.
last year we got third, so we got a cowbell, and we like posted about it or whatever, and she responded like DM and was like still my favorite trophy. Then sent a video, and no joke, this video it was just like cowbell,
Trophy. Like,
Oh
like-
my God. You're like, oh,
It's like,
all of them are your
okay.
favorite?
It was like slight flex.
Yeah. I get why it would be your favorite. You won a lot there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense. Wow.
Which did you just see that she's gonna be broadcasting for beach volleyball for the
no,
Olympics?
but she
Damn,
blows me
that's
away.
awesome.
Carrie blows me away. It's just,
Does that
it doesn't feel real because you like,
So,
growing up, you watch them
Yeah,
play and
yeah.
you're like, you put them so far above and like, oh, like,
yeah.
I don't know, they are in like a glass shelf over there and you're
Right.
like, no way I could even like come near that.
Yeah.
And when they do reach out, which I think is so great that they are giving back and they're reaching out to like up and coming players.
But I thought it was wild.
It seems fake.
When I literally was updating our website last night and like the about us page, it has some like older pictures of us, and literally the like last picture on it is a picture of me, Megan, with Misty May. I was like,
No.
this is just so wild. Like the fact that we do like just like casually like message with them.
Yeah.
Like gosh, like that.
I
little,
don't take it casually.
That little girl would just be like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like
I was thinking about that today. I was talking to one of my business partners about, we had a podcast with you and he was like asking how you guys were doing. And I was like, it's still like crazy to me to think that too. Like I see you guys like that, but it's just like, this is really happening now. Cause like, and I was wondering that for you guys. I was literally just going to ask that, how the experience is for you guys of like that perspective. So that's so wild. I just like, and it's crazy to think how your guys' lives are probably going to, just like things are going to be different and hopefully,
it's
and
literally like this still hasn't fully hit me.
After
that,
Paris, it'll hit her.
Yeah, after.
after Paris. We're
Hashtag-
gonna get
hashtag
like
after Paris.
we're gonna get like music for it, then somebody singing it. Like, get your brother to sing it, and just
Perfect.
get a little melody.
Um,
We'll
but
hit this
it was-
button every time.
It's literally like we're forever gonna be Olympians.
Yeah.
Like when the list came
Oh,
out.
are you
I-
about to cry? Are you tearing up?
No.
Oh,
when the list
I just don't.
still
the list came
processing.
out and I looked at Taryn and I was like, Taryn, do you realize we could not win another game in our careers, but we will forever be an Olympian?
Yeah.
like-
Immortalized. Yeah.
Whoa.
No, absolutely.
And I think I immediately said, but I want to keep winning.
Winning sounds a lot better too. Yeah.
But yes, it really is.
No, absolutely. It's nice to take a step back and have that perspective. That's what I was wondering. I know how fast your lives are moving. I don't know. I've never been an Olympian, but I've had my own experiences of things moving fast, and I'm just like, I hope y'all are taking it like having this kind of perspective. So it's cool to hear you guys, having those moments and stuff for real. Because again, your guys' journey's been absolutely amazing. It's been fun to be a part of and just watch, and feel lucky to be involved in, in a small way. So I can't imagine like the things that you guys experience on the daily and how your lives are going to change really soon too. So
I do always say, I'm like, we should honestly just like film some of the things that like get said or like happen or whatever, because it's like, how did this? How? What?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And it's just hopefully not.
You know what is
it's
fun?
going to keep happening.
You should start journaling a little bit more, because I am like so excited to write down all my thoughts, because I can go back and like be like, oh my gosh, this was like a month before and this is how I was feeling, and it was crazy that this happened, and then you like
I think it would be cool too. Like, obviously this is your first one, and if you guys are fortunate enough to go, LA in 2028 again, like it would be so cool to like see your guys' thoughts 4 years later, like this time, 4 years from now, or whatever, and that kind of stuff, just to hear the perspective change, to see how far you guys have come too. So it's just always like crazy to think about that, And I don't know. It's wild. Your guys' journey's been awesome. So
Did you see Team USA posted that a female basketball player, I don't know her name, but this will be her 5th or 6th Olympics. It's the most anybody has played in basketball for sure.
Is it like Diana Taurasi?
it's like 20 years,
Yeah.
right? Like
Could
I mean,
you
5 would be 20
imagine?
years. 20-year span. That's crazy.
Unreal.
That's wild.
Could
That's
you
wild.
imagine?
I would love to know who that is. I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
I think
It's gotta be
It was such
Taurasi's
a cool
still
post.
playing?
Taurasi's still playing. It's
oh my
gotta
god,
be
yeah,
her.
that's gotta be her.
Because that's
Wow.
I think
Yeah,
that's
she is. 'Cause
like
she got that show like her and Sue Bird, right?
Yeah.
Diana.
is it Diana?
Diana.
Diana.
Sorry, I don't know
Diana.
why. Taurasi. Yeah, you were right. I was throwing you off. I started saying Diana. I don't know why. It's been a long day. This is the after hours. It's the after hours.
The
effect.
after hours.
The after hours. Yeah. Are you looking it up? Who it's
Yeah,
gonna be?
yeah.
Yeah, I need information.
Okay, yeah,
crazy.
you guys keep chatting. I'll
Yeah,
find it.
That's
It is wild. I'm so just curious. Like speaking of like her, it's like, will we be able to like go up and be like, can we have a picture with you?
You guys are going to be sharing the village with her. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be
Yeah,
fine.
it's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. Are you guys excited about like what's going to come from like just the people you're going to meet, the interactions?
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
I'm
That's one of my
probably
favorite parts.
going to just like freak out and not
But
be able to talk. When I get scared, I just can't talk.
Really?
And so I would just be like,
literally.
You just freeze?
Yeah.
Fight, flight, or freeze, and you're in the freeze?
yeah, I'm in the
you're
freeze. I'm always freeze. Yeah.
But
Wow.
it's like with the village, it's also such a very interesting perspective because our event goes the whole time.
Yeah.
There could be a person who's say next door to us or
Yep.
even living with us because
Yeah.
we're going to share
Yeah.
like quarters with 2 other people. Their event could be the day after opening ceremonies and then they could be
See ya.
done.
Yep.
And so they could just be like
Partying
it
and
up
Yep.
for the next week and a half. And we're like,
as they should.
Yeah.
You work so hard to like say you're a runner and you go run for 30 seconds. You're like,
Yep.
done.
Thank you. Peace. This was awesome.
Yeah.
See
Yeah.
ya. Yep.
but it's like, wow, the amount of like, you just have to fully prepare. Like you got to
never
bring
know, yeah.
the sound, canceling stuff, the
Yep.
white noise. Like,
Yep.
oh my gosh.
That's
it's
awesome. That's so crazy.
But it's wild to
Yeah.
think about. Like we're
Yeah.
going in it like we want to be there the whole time.
Yeah.
Others are like, nope, one and
Cool.
done.
Yep.
We're out.
We have one day and then 12 days of partying.
Yeah, like that's wild. I think it's also every single time it gets more and more real, but seeing like the swimming trials and just seeing like all of the trials and people just like clinching their spots, it's like, whoa.
And you see,
this is
have you
wild.
seen the map where it's like an Olympian in
All the
each one
different
of the
states?
states? Yeah. And there's 2 in South Dakota.
I was just going to say, how many are in South Dakota? So you were one
So
of 2?
far, there's only one in Louisiana.
What?
I was like,
Right? That's shocking. And it is that girl that you guys said.
Who? Diana Taurasi?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, you're the only one from Louisiana that's qualified for the Olympics so far?
I mean,
Yeah.
track is going to.
Yeah,
Probably,
that's what I was gonna say.
but,
Track
like,
still needs to do their qualifiers or whatever. But,
I just don't know who's from. Like a lot of people are from LSU, but I don't know.
where
who's
their home state.
duh,
Yeah,
yeah. Why was that?
from?
Shikari might be from somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not,
That's
don't know
why I
where
was
she's
like
from,
immediately thinking her, and then I
Wow.
didn't realize she's
But it's
That's
wild. And then
interesting.
you
That's
look
pretty
at
cool, though.
like California, and it's like 68 people.
7,000.
You're like, what?
That's cool though. Wow, look at
Yeah.
you wearing the crown right now. That's good.
And
Yeah.
then what is the other South Dakotan is what? What's
Oh, pole vault.
Pole vault. There's so many.
it's a
unique,
guy.
There's
It's
so
a-
many
it's a boy.
unique sports like in the Olympics that you don't know about. You're just like martial arts, like
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah, I
that's not
apparently
that
got
unique,
like the
but,
silver medal at the games before.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
This-
badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, South Dakota.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like there's so many Olympic sports that I don't know about, and I'm like, oh my god, that's awesome! Like I didn't know that was a sport, and yeah.
But like you
But they
could
did
watch
that.
it, you could turn on the TV, not know what sport it is, but if it says Team USA, you are
We're
like,
locked.
I want them to win no
Locked
matter what.
in.
I don't
Yep.
care. Yeah.
We were talking about. I was talking about that with somebody the other day. I was like, it's so funny how the Olympics happens that it's just like you're so diehard about your people, like your country, and like I think America takes it way more so much more serious than everybody else. Maybe not China, but I don't know.
I mean,
don't
if
know.
you
I'm
walk
not
into
lived
every
in China,
store,
so-
it's always like, well, I mean, it is like kind of like 4th of July-ish time, but
Yeah.
it's also like Team USA, Olympics, like
Absolutely.
4th of July,
Yeah.
everything all in one-ish. But
And beach
yeah.
volleyball is
Yeah.
like one of the
It's-
sports.
yeah,
right.
it's pretty big,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's
think
like
gym's
that's like the
upstairs.
coolest. Oh, okay.
I think it's
Gym,
like
track,
3 or 4.
swim, and beach volleyball. I think
Yeah.
are the like
That's
top
so cool.
4-ish.
That's so badass.
Yeah. But then everybody forgets about beach volleyball 4 years later. Like it takes
we're
4
changing
years
that.
for them
Yeah.
to be
We're
like,
changing that.
Changing the game. Let's go.
We're rewriting the script
Yes,
before
thank you for saying that.
Paris.
before
Oh.
and after.
A lot of things after Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The script keeps being written after birth.
Yeah. What do you guys got planned for the next week before Stad? You're going jury duty?
Oh, I did get a letter in the mail. Jury duty. It's literally the week before the Olympics. I was
You
like,
can't get out of. I've never done jury duty in my life. Now we said it. Yeah, somebody's gonna hear it. Yeah.
So I was like, wait, what the heck? Like, there's no way I have time for this. So I emailed them. And I was like, basically like, I'm training to go to the Olympics. Yeah. And then I finally got a letter and they were like, you are excused. I was like,
oh, you did get excused.
Yes,
okay, that's good.
But it was funny because then Eric got a letter.
Eric got a letter the same week. And I was like, well, Kristen just got excused. He's like, really, Taryn? And I was like,
what if he said, my fiance is going to the Olympics and I'm her ride to practice, so yeah. I cannot.
So therefore, excuse me.
By association, please excuse me. He should try it. You never know. Shoot or shoot. You never know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think.
But I was like, I was like freaking out because it was like, for excusal, you have to get a letter from your work, blah, blah, blah. But then I just.
Can you imagine if you had to go and then like the trial was like 4 weeks long?
Yeah. So I was like, oh my gosh, I can't.
That would be crazy. That would be a wild way to miss the Olympics.
Taryn.
I would stomp in there with whatever written piece of letter or like anybody that I have to.
Courthouse. Yeah. That's smart.
Like, I need to take that one with me.
Yep, she's coming with me. Yep, we have some things to do.
You can have somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
What else? What else is on the bucket list before you guys go? Anything else?
No.
Yeah. No.
Nice.
Right? Are we doing anything?
I really do feel like, I think we're going to throw in probably like a date night or two because it has been so hectic. So,
is Eric here right now?
No, us two.
Oh, nice.
Sorry.
That date night. Okay, that's good. That's good.
I need
to specify.
I figured it was you two, but that was like a follow-up question too.
No.
Oh, we're going to New York the weekend before.
Oh. I thought you said before we leave for Stad.
Oh, sorry. We'll save that.
That's next episode.
Gosh, she ruined so much fun.
New York sounds fun.
Yeah,
Wow.
We'll discuss that.
We'll discuss it at a later date. That's a little teaser for the next episode, so stay tuned.
Yes. And see ya then.
Yeah. Good sign. That was incredible. That was the best.
Thanks, bienvenue.
Yeah.
Oh, bienvenue. Yes. Thank you, guys.
Maybe we should switch spots next time. Wow. Do you want me to do that?
I'll be over there. I don't think people are going to want to listen to me on the purple couch like they do to you. Also, real quick, do you want to shout out? I just noticed the ball. I saw on your guys' stories.
Oh, we did get a new ball.
Yes. Wait, I can't even see it.
It's right above you.
This one?
Yep.
Shayla.
Yep. We actually just got our Atlanta ones. Nice. So finding people that have these specific talents have been extremely few and far between.
Well, we also that was a big one, but when we won Chicago too, we were like, oh my goodness, like we would like to keep winning AVPs, but where are we going to put the balls that we have? So we decided to get small ones. So having someone paint on a smaller ball is also very difficult. So yes, there's going to be 2 more balls coming because we get one for us and for Drew. Nice. So there'll be another one from Atlanta, and then there will be 3 more smaller ones coming for Chicago of last year. And then hopefully there's more.
Oh, we
after
lost
Paris
this year already.
After Paris. Yep.
Yeah.
It's our own segment. We're doing it.
But yes. Bienvenue Wealth again, though. Thanks
shout out everybody.
Letting us do this.
Yes. We wouldn't be able to do it without you.
Oh.
See you guys.
Oh, wow.
Why is it bad?